ice, new neck piece. Police in the back, they gotta catch me. Only met me one time, she wanna sex me. New life, new bitty, and she sexy. New water, new ice, new neck piece. If the police pulling up, they gotta get me. Only after could I touch her and she let me. New bitty, new bag, new VV. I'm the nigga with the bag and I ain't trapping. I apply a little pressure, ain't match. I can fly it in the mountains like a Latin. I could never fall in love, I learned my lesson. Grandmother still alive, so it's a blessing. If my niggas down bad, I'ma catch 'em. 15 to 1500, who want pressure? 15 to 1500, who want pressure? Fatality, my nigga on the beat. Get rich and throw my niggas on the beat. Street cred and I'm good on IG. Touchdown, all these niggas hate me. Niggas mad cause that girlfriend's like me. All day and I'm here go bossing. Well known, you can Google my name. Same click, 100 bands I won't change. New water, new ice, new neck piece. Police in the back, they gotta catch me. Only met me one time, she wanna sex me. New life, new bitty, and she sexy. New water, new ice, new neck piece. If the police pulling up, they gotta get me. Only after could I touch her and she let me.
Yes. We back in the building with another motherfucking podcast. And this is RAWDOPE Podcast, and I'm your host, Han 5000. We reporting live once again on YouTube. Hit that notification, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Mumbles off today. So, you know, sometimes she get off a little bit. But, got guys in the building today, man. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to have some other guests, but my man showed up, supposed to been in here a minute ago. This guy, man, you know, part of the hip-hop community. You know, he part of the podcast community. You know, then he took on a new journey with the acting and the comedian wave. You know what I'm saying? Just productive father, loving father. You know what I mean? Urban community development. You know what I'm saying? A Madden champ. You know what I mean? When a man likes to play the Madden, he'll still give you the business. I got the boy Harvdgreat in the building.
Yeah.
And then you got and his co-defendant with him. His Cody with him.
Dyoung.
You know what I mean? It's Cody with him.
Partner in crime.
And this man, you know, he's in some upcoming independent films coming out. You can catch him on internet. You can catch him on, you know, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You know, they just getting their movement, the Baltimore sense of humor out. You feel me? I got them both today in the motherfucking building. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
So listen, this is our first day meeting, so I didn't get your name, and I apologize for that.
Good.
You feel me? You know what I mean? So the boy but listen, we got some cardinal rules on here, right? No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. That's it. You know what I mean? They just simple little things you can follow, but basically on this podcast, what we like to do is introduce our audience to the person before you was a pops, before you was a comedian, before you was doing acting, before the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little bit on your upbringing, where you come from, and then we'll get into the art. So starting out with you, Mr. Harvdgreat.
Well, you know, I wasn't but a little hop, skipping and jump down the street, born and raised, you know what I mean? Family's on 3400 McDormand Avenue. But, you know, I ran around on Piedmont, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Piedmont.
Yeah, Piedmont crew down there. And, you know, family moved up top a little bit. So, you know, Midway, I lived up there for a split, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my Midway niggas. And then, you know, from there, it was up to Chelsea, you know what I mean? And that's when I met everybody, you know what I mean, up top. And it all started from, you know what I mean? And then, I was a dude that I played each one daily. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be up here with the Piedmont, then I might take a ride up the street. I'm at Midway, chilling up there for a minute, but then I'm going to end up at Chelsea. But, you know, it's just the three hoods, but it felt like home wherever you went it. You know what I'm saying? That's how tight-knit our community was, you know what I mean? And it just stuck together. all the way through as in going into adulthood. You know what I'm saying? The good dudes is the good dudes, and y'all was good dudes, and y'all linked up when y'all was kids. Y'all was, you know who the good dudes, who you linked with. If y'all did as kids, it's always an element that when y'all get around each other, it's gonna still click. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Alright, I'm Dante, aka Dyoung.
Dyoung in the fucking building.
Grew up out Woodlawn. Entrepreneur. On Cafe 1137.
Yes, the best
Woodlawn.
fucking lamb chops in town.
Yeah.
Outside of Miss Carter's, I can't take it from my girl Miss Carter. Y'all running neck to
You
neck.
know what? And let me give him a official. I'm gonna give you an official right now. Official congratulations, because I ain't able to do this formally yet. But he just opened up another spot called Earth Shape.
Yeah,
It's
Juice
on,
Bar.
Juice Bar on 4th Avenue.
Yes,
You know
I need
what
that
I'm saying?
sponsor, man. I need that sponsor.
Right there.
I need that sponsor from the Juice Bar. I need it.
Definitely.
I need it. So
yeah, that's definitely been an entrepreneur my whole life. And like I said, had a barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, me and my brother had a barbershop back in the day. Had a couple businesses, but this is the new venture, acting and skits, everything. We doing everything, you know. So that's the new wave, man.
I'm feeling that wave. So like Harv, like for you coming up, because you got to get a little bit more depth. And I mean upbringing for like, bring me to like, you know, how you was raised, how was it in the community, and then get, you know what I'm saying, get us in tune with you.
You know me, I guess I'm like stuck in the middle. Like I was the youngin', but I hung around dudes that was like 6-7 years older than me.
Right.
I was like the little dude that was funny, and the older dudes, you know, I was entertaining. I just always like entertained them as a child. You know what I'm saying? So I had an older cousin that was like 6-7 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Fred, and all his homeboys that was around him from down bottom, I used to be around them. And from me being around them, entertaining them, you started getting groomed by them. Regardless if it was right or wrong, you were still getting groomed. And my mother knew their mothers, and their mothers knew my mother. But that's how tight-knit the community was, just from being down on 3400 Madonna Avenue. So it was always tight-knit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as you come up, society hit, you know what I'm saying, things hit, but in the beginning, you know, everything beautiful because you really just living your childhood. So nobody making rash decisions at the time. So, you know, you really getting to know each other. Then, you know, then life hit, and now sometimes you put in situations that formulate you to do whatever is right or wrong, whether it's right or wrong in whoever's eyes, but in your eyes, wrong is right. You know, you had brothers that technically they would say it's wrong, but in their eyes, they was doing right. And if they weren't doing no harm to nobody and they was a good dude, who's to say he was doing wrong? And who's to say he was trying to do me wrong? If he felt his intention was right for me, it might have been wrong in my parents' eyes, something like that. But at the same time, if his intention was right for me and our conditions, and they don't understand what we going through, it was right to me. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
That was like, I consider them like my OGs. You know what I'm saying? And it was inevitable you would be put in harm's way, but nobody intentionally ever put you in harm's way. You get what I'm saying? It was real love. You know what I mean?
So what school you went to?
I went to Hilton Elementary, 21. From there it was Garrison Middle. And then, yeah, that's when I started, like, that's when straight class clown, Garrison Middle. Then I ended up down Carver. Got put out of Carver, and I ended up down Francis Inwood.
Got that right. UD?
Yeah, went to Woodlawn Middle, then went to Woodlawn High, then went to Towson High. But pretty much over east for a minute now. Been pretty much over east for a minute, but other than that, that's you know what I mean, on the.
So when you like what like who taught you to be an entrepreneur?
Oh, the entrepreneur. I would say that started. I tried to work. My first job was at McDonald's, and I don't like the way I was getting treated, you know, and
right.
So like I ain't like the way the managers was, you know, treating me. So I always was like, man, if I ever had my own business, you know, I would treat people a certain way. I would do this and do this, you know. But anyway, I ended up quitting that job and then up getting in the streets. You know, I really ain't never have a job since then. I was in the streets forever. And from there, I met a brother named IU. He was selling CDs at Patapsco Flea Market. And I used to buy CDs from all the time. And one day he had to go to New York. And he was like, hey, man, I really like your vibe. You know, you mind holding me down at the store? You know, XYZ. And I'm like, you sure? Like, yeah, like we ain't really, you know each other like that. So he ended up, you know, I ended up holding him down. He made like $2,300 that day. And I'm like, damn, off of CDs? Like, he doing better than me. And I'm out here, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up. Yeah, so I kind of was just picking his brain. And then he opened a store around my way out Woodlawn, and he just did phenomenal, man. He did excellent on it. And then from there, he ended up giving me his connect. I wanted to get into the business, and I ended up getting my own flea market spot.
Let me intervene, because before the flea market spot, this nigga had CDs in the trunk. I'm saying he went from seeing it and believing it. Next thing I know, he invested. I just seen him with CDs. I'm like, this the wave, and this was before like the wave was just starting. Like the Dipset movement ain't even started yet. None of that started. It was like mixtapes was just like, you know, they didn't catch fire yet. You was ahead of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely was. Like I said, and actually, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was ashamed at first. Of selling CDs at first. I ain't gonna lie, I was embarrassed.
Just like the streets.
Yeah, I was embarrassed. We used to look at the CD guys like, man, what you got in the bag, man? Just throwing some money, so you know.
No, you gotta think. We took them trips for CDs.
No, but I'm just saying
it was illegal back then.
I was ashamed of it at first.
That goddamn belt,
and then he talked into the existence. He was like, yeah, my brother got a store. He was just really, and I didn't have one. You know, he was like, so he kind of put the pressure on me. So he used to tell people like, yeah, my brother got the store. I'm like, what the fuck? No, like, not yet.
But he had this little stand.
I had a little stand, but he put that pressure on me.
And I'm like, I had to learn how to hustle. I'm like, oh no, he got the store.
He
like
put that pressure on me.
Like, you know what I mean? Come check him out. You know what I mean?
So from there, I started selling these. Got the flea market. Then went from there. Then my brother was selling a barbershop. I bought the barbershop. And then I put my CDs inside there. Then I ended up calling it Sounds and Cuts. You know what I mean? Then from there, I ended up getting 2 barbershops. And then I'm getting 3. Then I ended up opening up a CD store at the time. You know what I mean? Just by itself.
Right.
You know, and then from there, that started going down because everybody started downloading. So that shit went down. Then I ended up getting the transportation business. Didn't do good at that. I failed at that. And then I ended up meeting my partner now, Devin. That's my partner for Cafe 1137. Met him and it just took off on the entrepreneurship. But I always kind of was an entrepreneur my whole life, though. I
respect that. I definitely respect that. Me too. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a whole fucking life too. You better say I was. You better know I was. You better know I was. So the comedy shit, man. Y'all, if people, you gotta, if you're in now, man, you know, go to Harvdgreat and what's your IG?
Dyoung Show.
The Dyoung Show, man. You gotta see this collaboration of sense of humor, comedy. It reminds me of Robert and Bill. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Robert and Bill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might gotta do something like that. You know what I mean? I still love Bill Cosby. Rest in peace to the late great Rob. You feel me? But man, I would think you niggas would be in the next Wire or something like that. So Harv, you gotta tell me. You always been a funny motherfucker, but what? Because like I look at it like I can get on stage and do anything, talk, give a speech, act, but man, to get up that motherfucker and trying to make people laugh is tough. That's some serious shit.
It ain't a game. I mean, and you got they say comedy is the hardest profession to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you gotta think of it because it's really like it's just you. It's really no props. You know what I mean? It's like it's the same similar to hip hop. The only difference is the props in hip hop is your instrumental, your beat that can gravitate a crowd before you know you even start to say something. Right. But this comedy thing is you only the one that can gravitate. It's like being an acapella artist. Like every rhyme you go on stage, you gotta go acapella. Yeah. And you gotta keep them entertained the whole time. Entertained. That's what comedy is. So I salute. You get what I'm saying? Right. It's an art form. So you know, certain things in the game that I ain't tapped with that, and I'm a student of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a student, but
it come natural though.
Yeah, it come natural.
Yeah, but see, you made a lot of switches, right? You did. I mean, we grew up being hip hop niggas, battling on site, talking about raps, and we can just go on for hours. You know what I'm saying? We grew up out the 40 ounces and blunts crew. You know what I'm saying? We can go for hours talking about that shit, and it's crazy that you was going on for hours thinking about entrepreneurship, and I was going on for hours with different dudes, you know, talking about music, like. Bro, like on some man-to-man shit, I never wanted to do anything else with my life but be in entertainment. And I don't give a fuck if it was rapping. I don't give a fuck if being a cameraman. I don't give a fuck if it's holding crates. I just love that. That's just what I want for me. You get what I'm saying? All my life, I just saying if I'm doing stage plays, I just want to be in that because that's the field. Same thing with the entrepreneur thing. You like, man, I fuck with that, and I work Jiffy Lube job. I never kept my gets fired. I ain't lying to you. Fights on the job. I done went in the job in my younger days and the distributor on the job got fired. I get fired. The only job I didn't get fired from was Hunt Valley Contractors. And I was on that job for like 8 months. The job paid good money. The job was all right. But one day, man, they sit us on a job called Harvdgreat. Man, that was the hardest shit I ever did in my motherfucking life. Yo, I couldn't believe how the state troopers be sitting on the grass. They not really sitting on grass patches, but it's concrete under there. So that's how they can speed off so fast. Think about it, grass, you're going to be spinning out. It's called Harvdgreat. They got some type of shit like cups. They put it all down, and it's like, it's crazy, yo, but people that's looking to know what Harvdgreat is, they had me doing that shit. They had a crew of 6 of us. We was doing like a highway that was probably like 3-4 miles. Like, it never got to the end, and then my back was hurting so motherfucking bad one day, bro. I said, fuck that. Yeah, I ain't going back.
That shit almost sound like slavery, bro.
Yeah, like you goddamn right. And then it just, yo, I love all cultures. Service to humanity is the best work of life to me. But it just was something in me as a man that I wasn't feeling working for the other culture and giving my all because I didn't see no future in it. Just with that Harvdgreat, 10 years of that, I'm gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna be fucked up. That shit ain't no fucking. You can get machines to do some shit like that.
And I'm gonna say
Fuck
this:
that.
it ain't even to rub nobody the wrong way, but I'm just gonna tell you why. I guess I'm a dreamer, and I now I'm executing and trying to pursue my dreams, and it's due to the fact that I work 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? And
Right.
in me working 9 to 5s, I was only able to take care of my household, meaning that what's in my 4 walls. I can help some of my family out. They need a couple dollars or this and that. But for me being an entertainer, whether it was rap or whatever, I was always doing or into, I knew that I could take care of my family doing it.
Right.
So it's like if nobody in my family ever took care of the family, who was going to be the first one to take care of the family?
Yes.
But then I got my brother next to me that had this mentality since we was kids. Now every business that he named, I didn't even put no money into him, but I knew how to run every last one of them. He would never allow me to be around him if I didn't know how to run a business. And it got to a point where like he had the record shop, I'm over there just to chill. But when I'm chilling, I'm learning the game because he's looking at me like asking me questions like, all right, you sit there and you like this CD, but man, you can take that. He used to just give me music. But at the same time, he'll sit in there and he'll be asking me questions about what's going on. And then one day he just said, yo, I got to make a run and I'll be back. And I'm looking at him like he crazy. But when he left, I knew how to run the shop. I'll come in here, I chill, I watch the Smack DVDs. I've been here chilling all the time and I knew how to do it.
And that's super dope. You still got the barbershops?
No. I sold in the cafe. The restaurant took too much of my time.
Yeah, I'm glad we homeboys now. I'm that motherfucker.
Good,
hey, tell my man I ain't playing that whole joint.
Yeah, you good.
Yes.
No, you good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Friendships made all the time on RAWDOPE podcast.
You know.
But Harv, what just made you give up the art of music? Because we got to talk music now.
I never gave up. I'm gonna tell you what was maybe the biggest disappointment to me in the art of music. At one time when I first started rapping, when I'm gonna say MCing, I was an MC. I was lyric. Like I painted pictures. Like I was like, you know what I mean? I rapped what my environment was. So it was like when Nas came out with that album and it was his picture going out there, I was crazy because I'm like, this is what I do. But he gave me the actual picture of his face in the hood and showing what he rap about, and that's what he did. You know what I mean? And he was my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? And I was inspired. Like when he came out with It Was Written, I had a rhyme for every beat off of their album. When it came out, I wrote.
You don't know about that It Was Written. You don't know about that It Was Written. I'm just saying, give me some bars, man. And not from the commercial shit. Just let me know how serious Nas is to you. Just tell me what. You know what I mean?
Fronting. I was in a Jeep, sunk in the seat, tinted with heat beats bumping. Across the street, you was wildin'. Talk about how you ran the island in 89, laying up playing the yard with Crazy Shine. I caught my baby mine, a nigga gravy mine, clinked it. What was he thinking on my corner when it's payment time? Bugging, you owe me cousin, something told me to plug him. So dumb, felt my leg burn. Then it got numb. Turned around and shot one. Heard shots and dropped, son. Caught a hot one. Somebody take this bitch before the cops come. Then they came, asked me my name, what the fuck? I got stitched up and went through. Black the hospital the same night. What? Got my gap back, time to backtrack. I had to drop. How the fuck I get clapped? Black was in the seat, watching all the scenes speed by. It was the Brown Dawson. Ain't nobody in the hood got one. The clown niggas through, praising with their crew daily. The bridge touched me up severely, hear me? So when I die, I'm Mr. Silly yours. We like hell sick cause on all fours to charge that calls. Contemplating war with niggas I was cool with before. We used to score up there, but now I'm copping the raw. But a love changes, and thug changes, and best friends become changes. Word up.
Listen, that's that motherfucking, that's that Nas, The Message. One of my favorite joints.
When I first remember, it was the first intro to I Rule the World. That was the first single, but he gave you that as the intro. And you listened to that every time it came on. Yeah. Like, that was like the gospel of his album. That message, I ain't like, right?
Yo, my favorite part on that joint, he say, I never brag, I really keep it, cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, jewelry link, flooded Jesus, and the Lex watching Kathy League and Regis.
My ass senses ones with the season, attack squeezing, execution though.
Yo.
Who y'all top five? Who your top five?
Oh man, I'm saying,
it switches.
Nah, but I'm saying my top five, cause nobody never asked me that. On this fucking podcast, nobody ever try to come, and I'm gonna answer that. My top five, whether they like it or not, I really got a top 10. But if I gotta have it in the joint, it's hard for me to do. So I'm gonna give you my top 10.
Is this an order though, like from your?
I'm gonna give it to you from my heart.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's no order. It's in my heart. Okay. It's gonna be LL Cool J. Okay. It's gonna be Ice Cube. It's gonna be Tupac. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be Biggie. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be Pun. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be Pun. Mm-hmm. Then it's gonna be Nas. Mm-hmm. Then it's gonna be AZ. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, AZ, definitely.
You know what I mean? Then it's gonna be Scarface. Mm. You know what I mean? Then it's gonna be Scarface. And then, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. After that, man, I don't like to forget because I listen to music. You know, it's gonna be Hova.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. It ain't nothing to that. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, man. He made it, man. It's got to do. It's hard. But I'm gonna go. My last one is a group, the Locks. I go Locks.
All time.
My 10 all times, man. I go Locks.
I like the Locks, and I like your list. It's like maybe see certain people in there. That's when you say 10. That's why it makes 10 so hard.
No, y'all went. I don't think Big Pun made that one.
I think Big Pun.
One
of the best ever.
I'm
a
fat boy.
Rap better than Pun.
See, listen, I really got a top 30 because then I could go on. Then it's Pun, it's Heavy D. You get them saying Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's Snoop, but it's just so much.
I like him for the
heavy D.
I like your list.
No, I like him for the Heavy D one. Now people don't put Heavy D in there,
but there's certain people you gotta put in there like X. Can you say X? I gotta have D.
That's what I'm saying. You need a top 20.
X in that top 10.
Top
10. That's what I'm saying.
X ain't in my. I mean, X in my top 20 of all time.
You know X is in my top 10 because he dropped It Was Dark and Hell Is Hot.
All right, but from this one, then what about the top 5 now?
My top 5 now.
From 2010 to now. Yeah, around 2010.
Industry or locals? You can ask me my locals after this. For now, last 10 years. For now, last 10 years, I'ma say Young Jeezy. I've been a big fan of them. Pusha T. Mm-hmm. Very huge fan of that. I like Lil Durk. Definitely a big fan of Lil Durk. In the last 10, YG Tech. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just going off the shit like I like to really listen to. Like, you feel me? Who else, man? Like, it's so many. Rallo. You feel me? I like the Muslim brother Rallo that got locked up in Atlanta. Okay. But then again, bro, I realized this. I like so much music, and now I see how I be putting people under pressure because it's like, man, I need a top 50. Back then, no, I ain't gonna be greedy. I need a top 20 and 20 new, 20 old, because that's the list. Because like you said, I left X out. He's a great. Oh yeah. And I mean, I left Fat Joe out. He's a great. I left Snoop. I said Snoop, but you know he's a great. You gotta give it to the No Limit boys. You gotta give P some type of credit. You know me? Gotta give Andre 3000 credit. You feel me? You gotta give Bun B credit. You gotta give Bun. You gotta give Bun credit.
Rick Ross in there.
You gotta give Rose credit.
Think about it. How can
you gotta give Meek Mills credit?
Gotta be in the top 10.
Huh?
Okay, it's gotta make the top 10. I wasn't even thinking about that.
You feel me? I'm saying that's what I'm saying. The list goes on because these are all great MCs. To me, these are niggas that I constantly bump.
See, I boils it down to the artists that made it don't even gotta be a long list of art. If you made one album that touched my heart, that I know that I felt the same way every time I hear these songs and I can listen to this day, you one of my favorite artists. If you got an album out here that match the times, and when I hear it takes me back to the time when I heard it, and I still love it to this day. You gotta be one of my favorite artists. You only gotta make one album like that for me.
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you that. See, reason why this interview, man, is so big to me because we could talk all night about music, hip hop, because we hip hop lovers. But bruh, it's just like it's hard to do that, bro. Like, it's so many great artists. Cause like, yo, what's your favorite album? Is that if I say all my favorite album, Jay-Z might take him up, Pac might take it up.
I can't even answer that question.
You feel me? It's an impossible question when you're a hip hop head.
Yeah.
You a child of hip hop. You a hip hop head. It's just so much music, and I love it all. I love it all because I love the culture.
It boils down to the emotions. I'm thinking like, all right, if I say my favorite album, what album the most touch my emotions? And
all right, hey, last one. No, because I always say, if you only can listen to one album for the next year, just one album, one R&B album, what would that be?
R&B album
and one hip hop album. That's it. All you can listen to for
well,
a
the
whole
R&B album would gotta be Mary J. What's the 411?
Oh, you say what's 411?
You just said that's your shit too.
No, I say My Life.
You know what I mean? What's the 411?
That's my
and rap
shit.
album. It's so many great albums, but one I can listen to, yo, is Jay-Z, The Blueprint.
Okay.
The first one.
No,
I could go with that. I could
go
about my business.
He give you a balance. He give you a balance of everything.
I can go about my business with that.
Mine Me Against the World. Mine Tupac. Me Against the World.
Yeah. I could go for that.
What's your R&B?
R&B, I'm gonna go with I'll probably do I'm gonna go with probably Elder Barge.
Specific album or the greatest
hit? I'm gonna go greatest hit. Elder Barge greatest hit.
Now, if that's the case, then I gotta steal that.
But no, if y'all want me to say album, that's not because he can say he can say the greatest hit. No. I'm gonna take Jodeci joint.
Which one?
The Forever My Lady joint. The first one. I take that. Yeah, that.
And you know what's crazy? That one ain't my favorite Jodeci album.
What?
My favorite Jodeci album was Diary of a Black Man.
Yeah. No,
Diary of a Mad Man. Yeah, that one was my one. Okay. But if I did R&B, my R&B joint would be Mary J. My Life. My Life is like her Nas. It was written for me. Okay. And to be honest with you, if I had to take a rap album right now for a year right now, it'd be Nipsey's last joint. I'll take the Nipsey Hussle.
Okay. Nah, man, I ain't agreeing with that horrible.
I'm telling you, I listen to it every day.
But I guess where he going at in life, you need that motivation.
Go to big. No, man, no. Cause see, once again, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Nipsey. But for you to be a hip hop head, say that's the album that you would choose to listen to.
Right now, that was the key
for the year.
For the year, but right now, for a year, right now. So I would take the album that I listen to most currently every day.
Is he in the top 20, top 50 all time?
Yeah, I give him that.
Nipsey. I'm trying.
Me personally, no.
Not in the top 50?
You're not familiar with his body of work?
I'm familiar with some of his body and work. When I give him my top 20, when it comes to entrepreneurs.
He's not in my top 10.
You feel me?
Rappers of all time.
No.
But,
you know what I mean?
But Biggie said it the best. You nobody till somebody kills you. So therefore, you know, Nipsey will grow on me like he's supposed to. But Nipsey movement, I knew back then, you know, this guy Nipsey Hussle out of California selling CDs on eBay for $150. I knew about the grind. But you know what I'm saying? It was just so much going on this coast where I couldn't get too in depth into Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that I liked out of California was Ice Cube and Snoop, and you know, I like the game, you know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't too much in tune with Nipsey Hussle music, bro. The way I was in tune to what was coming out of Atlanta, what was coming out of, you know what I'm saying, what's coming out of the South. So the South, like, overwhelmed my ears, bro. Like, real
I think
talk.
it just boils down to what entertains you at the time. Like basically, like, I first was really, I knew about Nipsey before, like, but what he caught my attention, he got a song with Rick Ross and Stanley called Fountain of Youth. When I heard that song, and I heard he was on first, he got the hook.
Yeah, I love that song.
But his verse on there, when I heard his verse, I had to go check him out.
Right.
When I checked him out, you gotta understand at this point in time, I own a barbershop. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm doing things in my family that nobody in my family did. I'm winging this. I don't know nothing about this, but at the same time, I'm listening to this dude that's talking the same thing that I'm living right now. That's inspiring. He's already was talking about it back from. You go back to the I'm talking about what you want to go back to the Crenshaw album? Like he just breaks down his whole lifestyle from when he
probably just got a hit.
Yeah, it's like but Nipsey is it's almost like the new wave Jay to me. Like he gave you the blueprint. Everything he was doing at the time is in his music. Just go check this resume out. Like everybody looking at the accolades he had now. Then he had this, he had that. He was talking in all his music. He's been talking forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what appeals to me.
I like what he said.
You know
Though. He entrepreneur wise, hip hop wise.
He goes to because he was about to be there.
Yeah, and it was even before that. Like I said, a lot of people to me caught the Nipsey wave late after he was dead, but I knew he was getting money. I knew he was doing a big thing, but I also knew for me just being in the hip hop community that we ain't never gotta buy a Nipsey album over here in Baltimore or in the DMV because California never needed our support or nothing.
No.
Now there's niggas that bang that shit because they love that shit, they love that music, and people love music, and music spread like a wildfire. But it's just like, bro, you knew what, for me, I knew what more was going on with Atlanta artists than I knew what was going on with California artists because I'm more closer to that region. Now when I was out Colorado, I learned about great niggas like Tech Nine, Yellow Wolf, Brother Lynch, all these different niggas because I was somewhere for a whole month that was a whole nother part of the country, and these niggas was different.
And they independent too.
You feel me? They was independent, a whole nother grind. And my cousin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, shout out to Colorado, shout out to RAWDOPE, Colorado Springs, Denver. My cousin put me on different music, and they had a different genre of music. And what I'm telling you, on the West Coast, they were banging hits from 15, 20 years back in the clubs. You feel me? They were honoring music. They wasn't, I felt like if the artist wasn't there and it wasn't on the radio, when you go to the club, they honored more music of the past than of the present.
I get you on that.
And that's how I was. DJ spent some, but they was banging Summertime out there, Will Smith. And it was a club pleaser. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went crazy. So it's just that environment. And when I was on the Midwest, I learned that people respect lyrics still. You know what I'm saying? It's people that will listen and see what you got. You feel me?
That's true. Yeah, they do that.
You know what I mean? It's just different. It was more cool. It's more laid back. So I was like, dang, I can see how Nipsey really made money out here because people ain't got their nose down at you. You know what I'm saying? When you go out there, it's different. I'm saying anybody that been on the West Coast, I've been to California, I've been to Colorado, I've been to Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Detroit. Indiana, you know what I'm saying? Iowa. I've been a lot of these places and it just was smooth. You get what I'm saying? It was just smooth. Like it's like, it's like, bro, like if you come out with a fucking selling condoms, people's gonna buy the condoms. That's just how it is. Like, not you know bullshit. They condoms, they got great ones. I need one. I got date tonight.
You know they call us shell shocked anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They think, you know, because when you go down south, it's like because they calm, they more collective, and we on point. The law over there, yo, watch that, and they looking at you like, you relax, you know what I mean? But they let you know, like, being in an environment that we bred in, you shell shocked.
You shell shocked, I mean? Yeah. But and I'll tell you this, I share this with y'all as all us being older men. When I was out of town, my many ventures out of town was I don't have no children or nothing, so I travel a lot when I can. So on my ventures, I realized, bro, like no bullshit. The ghetto is the same everywhere in this aspect. I mean, you got hood rat chicks, you got fucked up niggas, you just got the ways of the hood, you got the trap, you got the police, you got all that going on. But the way that the individuals from different hoods was raised is totally different from a Baltimore mentality. It's not all about picking up a gun, killing the man. It ain't all about a fist fight. You know, I've been in spots with motherfuckers done called the police on each other, and I'm saying some rat shit, my nigga. But when I seen the way the problem got resolved, it was like, dang, you feel me? It was just that simple. Ain't nobody in the neighborhood saying nigga rat. This situation was going to escalate. Somebody of a high authority, that's the way they thought out there, had to get in between us. And these niggas wasn't no gangsters. Right, these was two working niggas beefing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? I was in Newark, New Jersey. I remember my uncle dropping me off in Newark and telling me, boy, be careful out here. Don't even be going outside like that. But when I went outside, I felt at home. And it was the wildest project and shit was happening, but not like out here, bruh. I ain't lying. I felt it's crazy because I've been in different hoods across the United States, some good, some bad, but I felt more secure than it is on the blocks. You know what I'm saying? Just going to any spot, just, you know what I mean, ain't my spot. You feel me? Ain't my thing. And just hanging out. I was going out of town a lot of spots. It wasn't my thing with a crew of guys and females, and it wasn't no problems. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't have no problems.
So, that boils down to your energy.
You know what I mean? It wasn't even on energy. Some nigga was a thug, my man. One of my man back then, he was a crip. One of my other man, he liked to get money. These other niggas, they fucked with. They went to college and worked. It was a mixed crew of niggas. The other nigga, he was getting money. It was just a mixed crew of dudes. You feel me? But
it just boils down to the extent I'm talking about, like us as black men. Like, we always gonna be on point when we get around a man that we don't know. You gotta feel each other out. But when your intentions are pure and we get the connection, we realize, oh no, he cool, he don't serve.
No, bro. What I learned, that's the Baltimore mentality, because I done went somewhere in the projects, 5 bullet holes in me. I came outside, I was fucked up, shot up. I went up North New Jersey, stayed with my aunt, rest in peace, Aunt Rose, rest in peace, cousin Love. I went up there, stayed with her. So I'm in this project. So at like 2 days being in the house, come out, I need some weed, shit hurting. So I'm out there. I meet these guys, you know what I'm saying, that was, from the area. First time, you know what I mean, about 72 hours out there. I meet these 2 guys, and I'm telling man, shout out, I want to introduce myself, so I got my little weed, smoked, and went about on my business. The next morning, they was calling me. They was calling my cousin, man, tell your cousin come outside. And to this day, you know what I mean, me and these guys are good friends.
Right. And
I said, damn, it ain't like that in Baltimore. Like, they used to take me some places, and I was so shell-shocked, like you said, from being shot up, going through so much, doing shit, just going through everything. So they used to take me to those spots. I used to think this was my last days because of that Baltimore mentality. You know what I'm saying? That Baltimore mentality.
It's like
it was crazy. And niggas was never on that shit.
I'm still trying to shake it. Like, I still, the thought of shit can pop always cross your mind. And I know it's not normal. That's why I say it's shell shock. If everywhere you go, you gotta always scope the place out. Even if the energy can still be good, but you still want to scope the room out.
LA will fool you. LA look like suburbs. Their projects look like houses. They're trying to fool you out there. You'll walk the neighborhood thinking it's gravy, boy, and it's a whole nother vibe out there on the West Coast.
I mean, it's just a whole different way of living.
Yeah, the whole
different
lifestyle. Never know. Yeah, you will never know.
That's why your intentions better be pure.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Just, your intentions ain't right, and they catch on, and somebody catch slip. Your intentions ain't right. You an alien.
Oh yeah.
You in foreign territory now. You get what I'm saying?
So I'm actually, as far as like you ever been out the country?
Yeah.
You been out the country?
Nah. Well, Canada. That ain't. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I never been out the country, bruh. They tell me it's beautiful out the country. Different places you go, it's worse. You know what I'm saying? You might go in some countries that's fucked up, worse than Baltimore. But the difference is loyalty exists.
Love there.
Love exists.
Love there.
In hella more places than Baltimore. Now I got 100%. My niggas out here that love me. I can show love 100%. I got my circumference. That's what I love. And me, I'm not a fucked up individual, so I'm not trying to bring no harm to nobody unless, me and mine that got into something. I don't have no other choice. But overall, if you see me, hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm gonna keep it going. That took time with age. You know what I mean? Developing as a man. You know what I mean? Being on man time. I ain't got no problem with you. I can talk some things out. Some things can't be talked out. But some things generally now, well, older people can just be, look, man, this, you know what I mean? That's it.
But it boils down to growing up in the world, things happen to you, and you put up your armor according to your circumstances and to your experiences. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, becoming a man is like your body going through a filtration system.
Right.
So you gotta filter out the stuff that you learned was bad, and you gotta take in the stuff that you learned is good, and you gotta filter it out, and you gotta get it out of you. So it's a process. It's not gonna happen overnight. If you've been through, I'm gonna say the average black male in Baltimore City, if you've been through the shit that you've been through I'm talking about from the age of like coming off the porch time, I'm talking about like 12, 13, when you start seeing things, but maybe the police don't mess with you yet, but you see the people you love getting put on the ground and they treating them dirty, and you start picking up on stuff at a young age, you start seeing things, and them defense mechanisms you grew up with, you know what I'm saying? And everything that you've seen, you gotta realize that sometimes it molds you for that time to survive, because you're living with survival, you know what I mean? And most people not living with their hearts. So in a sense of living with survival, you're gonna pick up survival techniques. Survival is if I'm thinking my life in danger, I'm gonna survive. Either you know what I'm saying? That's you're gonna flee or you're gonna go ahead and take it head on. That's what the average person gonna do when you learn these things. But when you get older and you start realizing that you gotta unlearn everything that you think you've been taught, because everything you think you've been taught living in this country, it wasn't meant for us to learn, and we weren't supposed to read. So how can you trust the things that they trying to tell you that you're supposed to learn now? We weren't supposed to read, but now you're gonna give me what I'm supposed to learn, and then you're gonna tell me that what I learned, I'm supposed to let my kids go and learn this shit too. That's the biggest thing that kills me right now. It's like, and I understand the people that do it. It's like, you really want to homeschool your kids. I don't want nobody else energy into what I bring into this earth. Like, until I give them everything and then they can go out. But if you work in a 9 to 5 and you at work all day long and your kid at school all day for them 8 hours you at work, who's really raising your kid? You better hope that teacher got a good spirit and she doing the right thing, or he or she teaching the right thing, because they could be teaching them the wrong things on their own personal matter, depending on how happy they are in life or miserable as they are. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So how, for both of y'all, as men, and how did the whole Nipsey Hussle situation affect you?
Affect me deep. Yeah,
it affected me because the main thing was, like he can tell you, I've been listening. I'm not no bandwagon Nipsey fan because he passed away. You get what I'm saying? I've been listening to him for a long time.
I actually drove all the way out LA to his store before he died. I drove all the way. I drove.
There.
Yeah. I wish we'd have been mans. Boy, I'd have took that ride.
Right, yeah,
How long it took?
2.5 days, 3 days. I'm gonna say 3.
By yourself?
By myself too.
He didn't attempt to go out there to see Nipsey. He was on a soul mission.
Yeah, I was on a soul mission, but I mean, but he was a part of the mission. Nipsey definitely was a part of it, 100%.
So what that drive was like?
It was crazy. That it was beautiful, man. I got to really know myself, man. I went through about 5 different emotions. I went from, goddamn, keep 100. I went from happy, irritable, shed little tears, thinking about the life you know what I mean? Everything. I went through some shit. I'm like, damn, I got some issues, boy. I had to work on. Yeah, it was deep. It was deep, man. But I learned a lot, man. And going to them different states, man, I learned a lot about us, man, from Baltimore. 'Cause I took a lot of that energy that I have here, man. I was such on a defense mechanism, crazy. Like, even somebody say hello, I'm like, what's up? You know what I mean? We got a lot of negative energy with us, man. But we don't realize it, man, until we go to them other states, man.
But
I ain't lying,
but it just boils down to being shell shocked. Because we before somebody say hello or somebody pop up, the first instinct is he here to harm?
No, because then you got, it all depends on what, the manipulation. You know what I mean? You got to think about how when we was younger, I come with a smile, but I was the one, just like when we was younger. They looking at me, I'm the red one. They thinking I'm the good one, looking at him because he dark. And I know I'm the one. I'm the one that's going to get back then. It was the truth, though. You know what I mean? So it's, you know it. It was always, and so I'm always thinking somebody come to me with my energy. So it was always a mirror. Like, hold up, nigga, you playing the game. You know what I mean? And then I know how you are. You were mind playing my see, so when we was younger, so it's like it's But
but see, that's the key, and you gotta think like even when you was younger, right? That was when you was really in your purest form, because you're in your purest form of your, like, in the world where you are born to do, living in your existence and being in the right form of who you're supposed to be is when you come out the womb.
Yeah.
When you come out your mother's womb, the purpose that you was put in this earth is you right there. You're untapped. You energy that's supposed to be in this world for this purpose, and nothing has destroyed it or has turned it away from what it's supposed to be the minute that you're born. And then the key is,
we ripped that, Baltimore. We ripped that, man. We ripped that. They take that from you. Can't be.
It takes you out your purpose, but you gotta find that. That's the key.
Man, we on some.
I don't want to get too deep. You know what I'm saying?
I know we been here forever.
But that's the key to finding your purpose. If I can give a jewel tonight, I can say the key to finding your purpose is to get back to that existence. Finding out who you was when you came out your mother's womb. If you find out what you was here to do when you came out your mother's womb, you got your purse form, that means you got to peel back all your thinking and all the defense mechanisms that you put up that the world gave.
But this is why we doing what we doing now. Because see, we lost that. I stopped joking at the goddamn 90s hit. After that gangster shit coming out, everything got real. It was like, we ain't laughing no more. That's the new shit.
I might have joked around, but like,
no, we joke, but nigga, shit was
you never thought that. I never showed people that I could do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
And when you in the jungle and you come out in these neighborhoods, you gotta have a different persona about you. It's fucked up that it take a man a long time to be who he really is.
Be who you really is.
Right. Old age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it take you to age and go through hell. So what's the name of the movie that you in?
Night Party. Terry Hosley. Yeah. And Terry Hosley.
When it come out, it's coming out.
No, we didn't even start shooting it yet. So you know what I mean. But it's coming to theaters though. It's coming to theaters. I know it's going to be in about 4 or 5 theaters in Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to play a police officer, so I'm excited about it.
He's script up right now.
Yeah.
He's script up.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it.
So how you get that role?
Actually through him. Yeah, he put me D with. We went and auditioned for it, and we tried out. And actually, I thought I didn't do good, so I'm like, man, I ain't do good. So I was like, man, look, I'm just letting you know I can act. I am funny. So when I pulled it up, I pulled my grandma up. He like, hold up, you the dude that was on Murder Inc.? We were just tripping out. I'm like, yeah, that's me and my brother. We was on there. So he like, oh no, I've been looking at you. I didn't know that was you. So then from there, he like, no, we on, you know.
Yes.
Cause that was my first time really doing something on spot like that. Like, yeah, read that and get it in. I'm like, hold up, you know what I mean? So.
No, you can't take credit. You remember you was in if people don't know, right? Because I'm gonna hit them in the head from some back in the day shit. They did the Melvin Williams had a spot on Bentlow and North Avenue.
Yeah, I was
in the warehouse, and he was in the movie there.
Yeah, but I ain't had them. They ain't had.
It was the first time I ever seen somebody. They had the gun scene, but this was my first time being on set where they actually had the blanks. I ain't understand what was going on. When they got the licking off, it was like real. But like I told you, that shell shock shit hit back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the licking off, you ducking. Like, hold on. They look like they really banging on each other. But that was the first time I looked at him, I said, this nigga is in a real movie.
Yeah.
He didn't even tell me this shit.
Yeah.
This was years ago.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, what's buzzing the internet right now and what got the internet going crazy, what we got to talk about, is Jay-Z becoming the first black hip-hop nigga to touch a beat, was accessing everything. That's what people got it fucked up. It's not that he has $1 billion in the bank. It's just that he's worth $1 billion.
He is basically they broke down. I seen a joint where they broke down a list of all the businesses that he had and what they accumulated.
Uber was one of them.
So but it's the accumulated wealth of all his companies combined.
Yeah.
So with all the accumulated wealth, with the companies combined, he's gonna reach $1 billion. Man, I mean, don't get me wrong, his goddamn resume. I've never, it's like goodness gracious,
100% of title, do say.
It was like 30 million.
But he told he said it in that last joint. What's beef? The Meek Mill's joint. What was it called? What's free? He told you that. He broke it down. You know, I'm titled to bust it up with my dudes.
I'm gonna tell you the slickest thing about Jay, right? And I just recently found out this out. Do say the company that he linked up with, because he got a partnership. See, he was the first black artist with a partnership with the liquor. Not he was endorsed by it. He got a partnership. But this what threw me. The owners of Do say it's the owners of Martini and Rossi. And when they said that, I looked at that and was like, how the fuck did Jay, you know how long Martini and Rossi been around? How did he link up with them to the point that they bang and then they come out?
He made some serious business moves, man. He made some serious. You can't think, you got to think totally different to get in his position, man. Just think about what we all doing. You got to think different. You got to think different. You got to think different, man. Look what, this is the work, y'all. Look at the work we putting in now. Look, this is work. Right. People don't see this though.
Yeah, but listen though.
And we just did a skit today.
Yeah, listen, with Jay-Z, and the good thing about Jay-Z was, and that's what all of us should be thinking, like you said, you ain't had one barbershop. You was doing what Jay-Z was doing. You just didn't get, the bag wasn't, what you was doing wasn't, the reward wasn't big, but it was big for niggas coming out the hood. You know what I'm saying? 3 barbershops, raking in, I don't know, 20 racks a month. 10,000. Average motherfucker not doing that. Then I'm doing this and then I'm doing that. That's the same thing he doing, man. Let me take this 3-4 million, put it over here. Take this 20, put it over here. Let me put this over here. I'm not ready to sit on the money like I'm Scrooge McDuck and dive in it. Let me make these investments what I believe in, what makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Let me go in these corporate offices and, you know what I mean, and go tell them what I can do for their company with me having the name. They said it in the Forbes. He's correct when he say, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, man.
That's the thing that always, and it's the thing that I gotta like. I've never in my life, seen anybody accumulate generational wealth with a 9-to-5. I don't know not one situation or anybody that accumulated generational wealth with a 9-to-5.
Nope. Unless they was working for themselves.
I don't know my history of my family. Like I don't know how far it go back. My family is a small family, but we don't have generational wealth. If I'm gonna die and my legacy, and I ain't saying it ain't gonna happen because I know it's gonna happen, but I'm saying I would still want my kids to know that daddy died trying to get us generational wealth. And guess what? Let me try to take it from where he took it from so we can get generational wealth. And it starts a tradition of your family mindset to say somebody got to fight for, for everybody can't do it. But that's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with the 9 to 5. It's just that it depends on what your aspirations is. You born with the desire in you to get that. You got to be born with that because it's going to be a hell of a ride to go ahead and chase that, you know what I'm saying? But see, the people that's your family and the people that's trustworthy, if we a family and you working a 9 to 5, but I'm chasing generational wealth, y'all should be my tribe. It's like whatever I need to make this happen, the family should be like, we go. It's the same way how they put that trust into like a football player or basketball player when they know that he's going to the white man. But but families now, generational people, we don't trust when somebody say, no, I'm gonna do it on my own. I ain't trying to work for the white man, because even though you say like you're a football player, you're really still working for the white man. No shots to no football player, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what about that child that say, no, I don't want to be a football player, I want to own an NFL team? Now the parents gonna look at him like you're crazy though. Yeah. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Work for a team. So now that child can get ridiculed because his dreams nobody can perceive. Yeah. But one thing we gotta know as human beings, right? And that's as uncharted. We're uncharted creatures. We don't know how far we can take it. There's no sky to anything that we have ever done. One time somebody could just did a cartwheel. The next thing you know, somebody was doing a backwards flip. And somebody did one in the air with no hands. The next thing you know, somebody did 2 in the air. It's going to be somebody doing 3 sooner or later. Yeah. Women is dunking basketballs now. We don't have no limitations to what we can do. Our limitations is where our mind takes us. That's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's goddamn right. And Jay-Z, get back on topic, was one of those hustlers that did it by any means and never believed that, like you said, there was no limit. There's no sky up there.
Right.
Because there's so many planets. How can I just think on this planet? And I wish that for all of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to run for president. You know what I'm saying? That shit look cool, but I don't want that. I just want him to be more in the community and see him own more developers and see him get bigger, just like us. You feel me? That man 50 years old, you know what I'm saying?
See, the main important thing, and I can say like, even like what you're doing, I commend you because you're doing it right here. You see what I'm saying? You give the kids a platform to see us doing something other than hustling, selling drugs. Like now you could be a role model to somebody and say, guess what? Whatever kid out there, because everybody going to stream whatever way they going to go. They're going to go down that stream and they're going to go to the right, they can go to the left, they can go whatever. But if you got a handful of kids in the neighborhood that know that this is right here and this is what y'all do, and they can come past and see it and look at you and see you on the gram and all that, that's inspiration. You see what I'm saying? That's going to lead them to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And chase theirs. And that's just being more examples of that. We didn't really have that. We had a couple. Right. You know what I mean? I could take it back. Let me take it. Like for me growing up in the neighborhood and seeing Big Si. That's one I gotta give a shout out to. Like I seen Si.
Shout out to Wiley McCoy, aka Big Si.
It's like he was one of them that when I first seen him, I'm in middle school. I was rhyming and I was rapping, but he was the one that I seen like really doing it. Like damn, like you know what I mean? Because it's a difference when you see somebody got artists and you like them on the tapes, but when you see somebody that you can touch, that can pull you up and tell you come up on the porch and share bars with. That's why New York took off the way it did, because they had that access. They see that in damn near every neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Baltimore, now we there. It's damn near somebody in every neighborhood right now that's doing something. That's on.
Everybody come together. It's on.
It's on. It's gonna be over.
Got the podcast. Everybody doing something. Everybody. I don't care if it's rap, sports. Everybody come together. But it's on. We up, man.
Yeah, if we can ever come together as a whole, and you know what I'm saying, I dream for that day, but. To be more realistic of our reality of today is I just want to just wish everybody do it for their community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
You feel me? Like start with your block, start with your neighborhood, start with your community, start with your boys, start with your family. Clean that up first, and then we can reach out to one another and see how we can fix some blind spots. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the way to do it, because that's everyone's comfort zone. If you worry about where you from, this motherfucking town will be beautiful. Yeah. In our community, it's gonna be beautiful. Yeah. If everybody just do that, and then we get interested in whole communities getting together, owning restaurants and buildings in the harbor. You know what I'm saying? With a property 700,000-800,000. Yeah. Know what I mean? Getting in on that type of shit. Communities, we buying this whole building, making it a yacht club. for the Garrison Community Yacht Club, for the Longwood Community Yacht Club, for the Monument Community. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I mean? That's why I say when the mass of people come together, but we got to start in our community, start in our circumference, make that stronger. Like you said, that's eternal, because you're going to be dead longer than you're going to be living.
Basically,
facts.
Changing the culture.
You know what I mean? Changing the culture, and that's it.
Changing the culture.
You know what I mean? That's it, 100%. So when we do that, we graduate. We can graduate to other things. That's what's like, I'm saying, let's not mop the floor without sweeping it. I got to clean my house out and do right first where I need to do right before I can do right anywhere else. Because if I skip over where I should do right and do right somewhere else, then I ain't gonna never get back to what I need to get back. And that's how some artists and some people go far-fetched. So when they come back, they ain't want it, they ain't deserve, people don't believe in them, they don't want to hear it, even though they may come over to go with an opportunity. You know what I mean? Division is everything. When people see you come up and you give back, and you ain't gotta be buying a whole bunch of niggas cars and jewelry, but niggas say, yo, that man redid the wreck. That boy didn't redid the block. That boy done did that. The kids, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
They gotta love the fact that even what you're saying, you gotta love the fact that see that lets you know if somebody got a selfish or a selfless mentality. See,
right.
If you're gonna get a wreck and ain't been no wreck in the neighborhood in years, or you rejuvenated something, you already taking care of the generation that's under me.
Yeah.
So maybe ain't much you can do for me right now, but at least you letting the youngest that's coming up in my same neighborhood get a better alternative than I had.
Yeah,
so
because you're not selfish.
I gotta respect that. Yeah, that's selfless.
You know what I mean?
You gotta respect it.
You know what I mean? You're not selfish at all. So because you're not selfish, that's what's gonna come out you. And that's just what I say to all rappers, entrepreneurs, and people that's in the business are doing better than they did yesterday and willing to get it on their own and try and build a strong foundation on their land. You just gotta do it with you around, man. Just give back to the hood. Like Nipsey, you know you love Nipsey. Nipsey show you what he was doing. He wasn't putting his beginning money. He got his money how he got it, and he put his money back where it needed to be at. Of course, he was going to venture out and go to different places in the door, but he said, man, let me make where I know I got to come back look good. You know what I mean? And that's the message that I hope we left for everybody. I don't think Nipsey was worried about Baltimore. Not saying that he don't got love for niggas in the struggle in Baltimore. He ain't fuck with nobody in Baltimore. I'm not saying none of that, but I'm saying he was focused on Crenshaw. He was focused on Marathon. He was focused on what he needed to be focused on. And that's what made me love him. That's what made you love him. That's why everybody should love him that didn't know him and didn't bump heads with him.
You gotta think.
Everybody over the world comes to
You gotta think this. You gotta take this in perspective. Nipsey was a Grammy nominated artist that you could go into his store and touch him.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everybody around the world.
I don't know what, I mean in the hood
people
though,
from London
in his
came
neighborhood.
to his store, man.
I don't know no other artist that you could take that's Grammy nominated like that's got like they in their same neighborhood that they grew up in. And doing it on a positive level. You get what I'm saying? It's like he was on another. Yeah, it's like that was the
but Harv, never forget this too. That was a fucked up part. But it's people that been doing and trying to do what Nipsey been doing.
Yeah, of course.
On it, you know what I'm saying? That clean up the community don't get recognition. And that's why I built, this podcast. People like that, because there's a lot of Nipseys that's going unrecognized. So, Nipsey, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to Nipsey, man. I love him. For entrepreneurship, he one of us. He of our culture. He made a legacy, man. He left something for his kids, man. Left something for his family. He left the hood with something. You know what I mean? He wasn't selfish. You know what I'm saying? He left a place on my heart, your heart. Me ain't never met the man. You know what I'm saying? So that's strong. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And the law called him. And you know what I'm saying? And I hope, you know what I mean, that he made it to where his beliefs took him. Because, he on earth, man, I seen, and you see everybody recognizing him and seeing what he was up to, what he was doing. He had that heart just like me and you. You know what I mean? He a descendant of me and you. And he made it happen. And I'm proud that, you know what I'm saying, years from now I can teach my kids, my nephews, my nieces, you know what I mean, like Nipsey did it like this, and you can do it too. You get what I'm saying? And Uncle Joe, Uncle Mo, Uncle John, whoever did it too in the neighborhood. Nipsey did it because, you know what I mean, he made millions. He did it because he made thousands. You know what I'm saying? But it's always respect every level of it, because the nigga was giving back when they could took their money and what the fuck about their business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had to do shit, invest in the shit that's gonna make sense and get me money. I ain't gotta be sitting nowhere where nigga kill me at.
Right.
So it take a mud baby to want to fix up the mud.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't really love the mud if you run away from the mud. You can't be in the mud if you made it out the mud, but you gotta take care of the mud.
So you think Nipsey was wrong for telling him to not come back around? You think he should have just kept it?
I think Nipsey wasn't wrong for telling him not to come around, if that's what happened. No, I don't. But I feel like Nipsey was on another level that he didn't have to tell him come around because somebody else should have told him.
Okay.
Because Nipsey, you ain't into that.
Right.
You feel me? Like you say, you're Grammy nominated, you're a millionaire, you redoing your hood. I'm not arguing about somebody that's in some shit. I don't fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't hollering at you. You get what I'm saying? But I'm too grown to be, you get what I'm saying, bumping heads with you. There's too many people around me. Now, you get what I'm saying?
I would say, even from his perspective of, I can understand the situation. Like, if I'm in front of my business and it depends on, like, I'm looking for an perspective. If homeboy was so-called snitch, how hot was he to the point where, like, if he came and he approached Nipsey and Nipsey looked like you endangering us, like, if he could have been that hot that somebody could have wanted him on site. You just, you never know what the situation could be. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying that if I
let me ask you this.
Hot and was on site and I knew that he a dude that's hot on site,
right,
and I'm sitting out here with kids, I'm taking pictures, you got to go.
Yo, listen.
You bringing that, you know what I mean?
Listen to me. Can you talk to the president?
No.
If you feel as though the president a rat, if the president feel as though you a rat, you think he gonna tell you?
No.
That's the same level that Nipsey was on.
Somebody else should have said.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You can't go to the president. You ain't going to the Pope.
He was the president.
These people. No, it's no different. It's no different.
He walked up on.
No, listen. Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
you ain't walking up on the president.
My point exactly. So it was just that day I feel in my heart that God, you know what I mean? It was his time for him, and it was in his legendary, and his spirit lives on throughout the globe. But what I'm saying is Nipsey was on a level to where as though I feel as though all these niggas is the way as though if I know I can't talk to the president, so I ain't gotta play no games if I did something like it's gonna affect the president. That's what I'm saying. Just think about that. It's not gonna affect the White House.
Right.
For real, it's not gonna affect marathons. It's not gonna affect nothing I'm doing by you being a hot nigga. And I'm ready to tell my little mans and them motherfuckers around, yo gotta go. And I'm gonna continue on taking pictures.
Pac said it best when he got shot at Car Studios, and he said, I came in the hood, I had all my jewelry on. He said, I felt like, how could y'all rob me? I'm from here. I do this, like, and that was the mentality where he realized that. He said today he trusts no one.
No, that ain't for C-Harv. You got off top, but that ain't the concept. Nipsey was in the spot. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. None of us know it was there. People know the truth, and the media is full of dirty tricks.
Oh no, I'm just
you know what I mean?
Down to the
I'm saying, whereas though I believe Nipsey Hussle is who he is. So if let me say, if Jay-Z from Libby Heights and Garrison, do you think if Jay-Z got a store and own that whole fucking Walgreens, do you think once niggas know Jay-Z in the hood,
you ain't gonna say him?
Nah, you gonna say him. He's going in the store because he being there. You don't think that it's me 10, 15 people around the way as though, man, you gotta be a sniper, you gotta come in there and lay everybody down in there, because that's how many people you got around him. So you ain't even get talk unless he say let him through. You get what I'm saying? They saying that he went and told the nigga, what's up, yo, man, I don't know what happened.
No, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the level, look at that little incident that cost him his life.
So that's why it was this the comparison when I made when I brought up the Pac situation, because Pac at one point in time he was accessible. He told you I'll be shooting a movie, then I'm at a house party, but that was before everything happened. So I'm saying, so we are in the same agreement. It's like saying Nipsey died because he was too accessible. Like you said, it should have been too many people around him for him to even touch. Like that.
No, see, Pac got shot because he was accessible.
Right.
Nipsey got shot because he told a nigga, you a rat and I don't want you around me.
But that happened because he was accessible.
No, listen. Listen, the man might have been in there shopping, the man might want to shake his hand. He told that man that he was a rat. Now, if he would have hit him with the joint and walked off and kept it going, and maybe the nigga would have felt like, yo, what he doing? It would have just been dead. But when you tell a person, yo, you a rat, or you even give him the opportunity to walk down on you, you wasn't in a situation like Pac. he went through with his jewelry, rocking his jewelry, went to go hang out and chill. Nipsey in his business, and then he said something to somebody. Something was created. Pac felt like I got shot just being in the hood shining. Nipsey got hit because, you know what I mean, they exchanged some words about some shit that was on the street level when you a Grammy winner.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Once again, rest in peace to Nipsey, and may his legacy live on. But that's just how I feel like. I feel like Nipsey was a big homie, and God called him. But I felt like the way it happened, it shouldn't have happened. And I felt like if whatever Nip was thinking, I don't know, but like that's a dangerous game. You get what I'm saying? You can't convince that Pac was partying and niggas was hating and jealous and robbed him. Nigga hurt him because you saying I'm a rat.
I'm not breaking down.
No, listen though, I'm a rat. I'm the worst thing known to man.
Right.
I'm a rat.
What you saying?
You feel me? Some niggas could take it like, man, you ain't got no paperwork or something. But some niggas might take it like, hell no. I don't care who he is. And that's how 80% of niggas think that grew up in the ghetto.
Right.
Then you was my man before you made the big business deal and been all that. Then you playing with me around everybody. That's the tension flare up. If I tell you, man, yo, I holler at you gotta get that situation straight and go about my business. There's so many ways you can curved around it the way as though you ain't paying this nigga no mind, but you supposed to be on a higher level. That's why I see Murder got life. You know what I'm saying? Mac, you know what I'm saying? These niggas in prison because they into something that they ain't shouldn't be in. You know what I'm saying?
Like you gotta understand this. Right, when I say about being accessible, and regardless of the situation, I'm just saying somebody that's on the path of I'm even on the streets and somebody saying I told on somebody to get out of a situation. I should not even be able to be in a path that I could even touch that man that's about to win a Grammy. The rat don't supposed to be able to walk up on somebody at that level and even have exchange of words with like that. That's what I mean by being too accessible. You get what I'm saying? It's like he shouldn't have been there. And if he's there, like you said, Jay could be there. Remember, Jay went in the projects with Oprah Winfrey. You think anybody could have walked up on Jay or Oprah Winfrey and asked them a question? But if saying Jay, I rap or this and that, it wouldn't have happened. Because Jay-Z is not accessible. He
probably felt just because he was at his own spot, man. Like, that was like home now.
I'm saying, you get to saying, if somebody ran up on Jay-Z, you feel me, he was accessible. They saying Nipsey Hussle told them, this is what rumors said. I don't know this for sure, but I'm just speaking on what it was blogging all through the internet and what's the word. They said Nipsey Hussle told nigga, man, you a rat. I don't fuck with you. This and that. Bop, 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 bop. That's it. You engaging in something. You told a nigga he's a rat. You feel me? You ain't having trash and thrown out the store. He took it personal.
Of course. But
because that's some hard shit. When the nigga saying, man, fuck you, you a bum. Nigga, you broke ass nigga versus nigga saying you a rat. And the nigga already probably jealous because you who you are. You get what I'm saying? If Jay-Z would have told while Oprah was right there and said, hold up, nigga want to speak to him, man, get the fuck away from me, you a rat. And Oprah was right there. You feel me? It's a different thing. But see, you get what I'm saying? Versus Jay-Z cool in the hood with Oprah right there because he's not talking and engaging what's going on in Marcy for real.
That's the circumstances of being too accessible. If he's not accessible, he wouldn't know who's ratting in the hood. What's going on in the hood? He's not going to be accessible to anybody that's in that situation to know what's going on in that man's life.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Jay not going to really know what's going on in this dude's life unless it revolves around any of his businesses. You know what I'm saying? But they actually know at his level to know what's going on in the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to be too busy to know what's going on in the neighborhood unless I apply for it. You get what I'm saying? I got to go ask questions about what's going on in the neighborhood to know what's going on in the neighborhood. But if I'm an entrepreneur and I'm to that level of circumstances, I got too much time on my hands to worry about what's going on in the hood. Who's snitching on what? I'm too busy doing what I'm doing.
Right.
He ain't get nominated for no reason. That's hard work.
I mean, we gonna argue to disagree, man. You missing the whole point. And what I'm saying is,
you're saying the circumstances.
If you from a community and you been out there and then you get rich, get $1 million or $2 million or 50 million, 100 million, and you round in the hood doing some charitable shit, and then you engage in what's going on in the hood, you feel me, and you offend somebody, niggas, people in the hood don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's not about everybody be accessible. You can see the president, but if the president decide to go and pull you up and talk about some street shit, then the president might get his head cracked because you coming back shooting everybody around the president. If the president never say shit to you about it and just brush you off, if you want to shake his hand because he got to be professional and go ahead with it, the president's not going to get hurt. You get what I'm saying?
I agree with everything you're saying.
That's it. That's it. I'm saying nigga accessible because man, he going in the hood and you know what I mean. You doing this?
He made it. He did something that was.
They saying the way the Taylor said,
he disrespected that man.
I'm not saying he disrespected that man or nothing. I'm saying he engaged in something that I feel like he shouldn't have nothing to say about because you're not on a level. You're not a street nigga. You ain't in it. You ain't hit it to the joint. I don't know why he said it, but what they saying on the internet, I'm saying that. No, Nip, you wasn't supposed to even say nothing to that man about that shit. Fuck that shit. And he ain't hanging with you. He ain't gonna be around you. You wanna shop in the stores, open to the public. I ain't into that. You feel me, boy? You know what's up with you. You know I don't fuck with you. But the minute I step down off my throne and engage myself with what's going on in the battlefield, I'm in it.
You subject to what's going
on. You know what I'm saying? All gloves is off. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm coming back. Y'all gonna have to kill me or I'm gonna have to kill him. That's how the fucking ops thinking.
So do you think? Question. So do you think, and this ain't really got to do that with Nipsey, we just want to speak of it in general. Do you think if a man in that situation that went on that path, is that, you think does that boil down to ego? You think that's a man still just holding on his ego and stop realizing that he don't supposed to engage in this? Because I mean, you know, like it gotta be a level of thinking. You get what I'm saying? And it's not even not anything or whatever. I don't know what was going through Nipsey head or whatever, but I'm saying it gotta be a level of thinking to the point it's like, if I said this or I said it to him, I don't think in his mind he thought that was going to be the result. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, like you said, he felt comfortable enough to do it.
Yeah, he been away from it for a while.
Yeah,
so when you been away from it, you start to forget. You forget. You been away, just like he slapped the dude. Remember? Right. It's in him, man.
So and when listen,
that's war.
And listen, and I'm not saying it's war, but when you carry it like that, you engage in yourself. And how it is. So you saying, man, fuck this Grammy shit, fuck all that shit, nigga play with me, I'm gonna do something to him. Now if a nigga think like that, that's him. You know what I mean? That's your bed you lay in it. That's how you think, that's how you carrying it for your respect. I salute. But I don't think Bill Gates or I don't think Warren Buffett, guys like that, or Hugh Hefner if he was still here, or Jay-Z or fucking Diddy, I don't think they really going to engage in that. Like, ain't nobody got time for that because I ain't even never going to be, you not going to get in my crew or with me to even ever get to tell on me. So, you know what I mean? Them niggas is out there need to handle their motherfucking business. You need to get what you deserve, but I can't be in it. I got too much on the line.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? And that's just it.
Real shit.
You feel me? I can't do it. You know, when you slap that man, what if the man pull out a gun? Could have been the same incident. But it ain't nothing to say, oh, Nipsey, you supposed to go out like a sucker. However a man feel about the situation, you make your own bed, you lay in it. I can't tell that man if he ain't offend him, he ain't want to put his hands on him. I can't tell that man, yo, you shouldn't have went and did that. All I can do is give my advice, yo. I don't think that's good, bro. Don't say nothing about that shit. That shit phony, man. Niggas will take care of that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's the way I think. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. But his, you know what I mean, the way he carry things and his line of respect and what he, you know what I mean, that's what he might have been doing. That's what type of shit he might have been doing with or without the success. So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would have did it.
You just hit it from a whole nother perspective.
Yeah, he did. No, he definitely got me over here thinking.
Yeah, he did. Like you know what I'm saying? That's just it. Like, and that's how I look at it. So if I wanted to carry it like that, that's all I'm saying. When you step out there, anything goes. It pop beat a nigga up, they say, and you know it led to something, to a shooting. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like anything goes. If you chilling, Mike Tyson wasn't in that shit that night. You get what I'm saying? People wasn't in that night when you put yourself in. I ain't saying, yo, you could have went to Vegas and that shit a bump in the shoulder. You could have went on about your business. Man, my bad, bro. Yo, keep it going, man. Don't do it again. And keep walking. But once you get the jumping off, anything liable to happen.
Nipsey probably like me. I probably would have been thinking that, like, you know, shit, somebody sent somebody over there. They probably like, take a picture. Soon as I shake his hand, take a picture, act like I've been. So you don't know what we're going to do, Nip, man.
Yeah, I ain't saying.
No, but I'm getting everything that I am telling me, because it's like this. Remember, what's the dude from the Outlaw that said if he was there, Pop would have even gotten a fight. He said y'all wasn't supposed to even have him.
Poland.
Yeah, the Poland. Right. He was like, if I was there, he wouldn't have been rumbling with dude. Like, You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's good that you gotta have somebody that's level headed around
that's
you.
All I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Nipsey Hussle wrong. You might don't want the rat nigga in your establishment, but once you step into that, that's just what it is. You know what it is. If you're a rat, you feel me? You telling them, you putting them back in his place. If he not, he might feel some type of way where as though something could, you know what I mean, it could get ugly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The way you react, the next man might react to some shit worse than you, because you ain't gonna take it that type of way if it happened to you. So that's what I'm saying. Once you do that, it's like anything goes. You gotta put the glove and the mask on. You get what I'm saying? You gotta scrap
up. You care for the person that's your soldier. You can't just, he's still a man. Like, you can't just, just because he the dude that's going to shoot you. Like, you still got, he got a family. Like, you gotta put Nipsey had to put everybody.
Caring for your soldier is not violating, like he's saying. If I care for my soldiers, I shouldn't be out here violating people.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but the soldiers gonna know. The soldiers gonna know what they get paid for. So if that's what it is. The soldier might know. I get paid. Take a bullet for this nigga.
Right.
That's what security get for.
No, you right.
But you know what I'm saying? Nigga know that. So
it's like,
but the soldier can't go and engage in something if I'm playing security. All he know is big homie say he don't want him in the store. The soldier got to get him out the store. But when big homie take matters into his own hands, okay, cool, we got your back. We still here. But Joe came back spitting.
But you know what?
They ain't expect him to come back because of where it was at.
But I don't want my good soldiers leaving either, because he could have took it a whole nother way. One of the soldiers, and like now I lost a good soldier. Just like a
couple of them got I think some couple people in his entourage got shot, if I'm not mistaken. They survived, but people got shot, so it's a big thing. So what I'm saying is, you know, motherfuckers took the slug, but what I'm saying is all that, just to tell them that, was like, damn, that cost a lot. It costs more than telling him he was a rat and not wanting him in your stamps. It costs more. It costs more for you telling them that than it cost him.
Right.
Cost your children more, cost your family more, cost you know, your legacy more. You know what I'm saying? Things can be handled your way. Now people coming in there doing things with your money. It's like a whole lot of shit going. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't expecting to die 34, 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Girl, a lot of people got hurt because of that decision. That decision making, I'm not saying he right. I'm not saying he wrong for making the decision. He carried how he wanted to carry. Right. You get what I'm saying? Point blank period. That's what they saying. Quote so if a man do what he do, either you backing him up or you stepping away. But he did what he felt he wanted to do. But all I'm saying is, for me, my opinion, what I'm entitled to, I just don't think that was a good move. I don't think that was your place to say nothing, OG. You ain't gotta say it.
He'll still be here
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say it, point blank period. You don't have to say it.
Probably still be here right now.
You know what I mean? Yes. But hey man, I really appreciate y'all guys for coming out tonight, man.
Appreciate it.
And chopping it up, man. I look forward to, man, working with you guys, man, getting some skits out there, man. And I wish y'all the best. But man, tell everybody where they can find your stuff at on social media.
Dyoung Show, and Facebook, Dante S&C. So, and yours.
You can find me at Harvdgreat. At Harvdgreat, HARVD Great, GREAT.
And Cafe 1137 in Woodlawn, and Earthshake, 4th Avenue, 1442 4th Avenue. Come out at it. And I told you come through.
I'm gonna come through.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm coming through.
Meal on me.
Hey man, and listen, man, I appreciate y'all guys, man, and keep working, man. And I wish y'all much success.
Likewise.
Man, listen, man, it's RAWDOPE Podcast, and I'm your host, Hand 5000, and we out of here. Y'all get a couple pictures in front of the post.
Yeah, this